Phew, back again. Um, yes, mm, Mr. Ed, I I feel empathy for your situation there. I stopped doing auctions years ago because I couldn't afford to do it anymore. But yeah, I know what you mean. Being outbid with 1 second ago, that's happened to me quite a few times, and I learnt from that. A couple of ones I could have got, and I haven't seen them again. Well, I don't look anymore, to be honest. Um, I learnt a lesson there. Like I put it in my comment section on that last video, the timeout one. If you really, really, really want one, like I really, really wanted No Good Without You by the Vince Maloney Sex on Commotion, one of the rarest Australian singles of all. And in all my 70, well, came out when I was 15, so in 55 years, well, I bought it 3 years back. So say in 50 years of doing a lot of crate digging, a lot of garage sales, a lot of, just looking, I've never, ever, ever saw it ever. And one came up on auction. And I went, I've got to have this. I'm getting old. I just want it. I had the money at the time. So I thought, no one was bidding on it. And that's even worse, because you don't know if someone's secretly watching and then they do the bang 1 second. I've actually beaten, I'm telling you now, you might think it's a conspiracy, and I was thinking that sometimes, but I've actually beaten people with 1 second ago myself. It's just pure luck. So usually if someone else is watching and the bids are fairly low, um, say $10 or 20 even, if I really wanted that, about a minute before it ends, roughly a minute, I forget now, I would put in a bid for say $90, and the and I sort of knew I sort of knew that would become the new highest bid because someone else had just bid, and it gives them enough time to see that and then try to match it, and they can't, and then you get it. It's a nasty business. It's dog eat dog, mate. Sorry you didn't get that one. I know you got a thing for the Kashmirs. Yeah, so the last time I looked on Discogs, No Good Without You was $160, and when I looked at it, I cringed. I go, "Oh Christ, that's me!" But I just wanted it so bad. It was just one of those ones that really I heard a couple of times on the radio, and he was in Billy Thorpe and the Aztecs, and then he went and joined the Bee Gees. And he's not a particularly great guitar player or anything, but there's just something about the sound of his guitar and the opening chords on that it just impregnated my brain. The teenage years, mate. The juvenile brain is very, very impressive, of course. And I was thinking of making a video about how to prevent people becoming vinyl addicts. Like instead of letting a child hear a cute little record that they loved so much as a child, that gets burnt into the young brain very early. And I suggest that young children should be forced to listen to, you know, the horrible records, really ghastly, just repulsive music or sounds, and make sure the child sees you putting the plastic on the record player and turn it up really loud because young children have really sensitive hearing. And I call it vinyl aversion theory, and I'm thinking of opening a clinic here. I got a spare room. I just throw a couple of children's chairs and shit in there, like I've got Gumby and Pokey. And the adults there while I do the process, they can stop it at any point in time. And so You know, she puts the kid to bed like 3 o'clock, a nap or something, and then as it's just falling asleep, she shakes him up and wakes him up, and then I walk in the room looking like Shrek, and then I put the record on, say Leo Sayer, you must be dancing, or something like that, something really ghastly and evil, and then crank it up really loud and repeat this process. You know, yes, the child will scream. I want it to scream in absolute terror. And I suggest that, you know, it's a reasonable fee, you know, $150 a visit. I would recommend 2 or 3 months. And at the end of that course, the child should be cured of any thought of collecting vinyl in its old age. Anyway, that's a public service announcement until I start the business, of course. Bye for now.